Good morning. It really is morning because I'm actually filming this about midnight. Yes, I've had a really long few days. Been trying to get another entry going, and I actually had some requests for some things that my students are having to deal with that they wanted to talk about. Um, so I've been trying to get a vlog going for the past few days, and it has just been crazy. So I my kids are finally asleep. I locked my cats in the other room. I actually have a little bit of time to myself. And this is actually tea, not coffee. But I did borrow my oldest child's mug because if it's not too hard to read, my best friend has four paws. He really does. Seriously, I'm a little kind of worried for her. Anyways, and I'm fighting off getting sick. So tea it is for tonight. Um, Also, I think there's this weird glow thing happening over here. I have my Yankee candle. Can't see. Pumpkin pie because it's fall. I'm slowly getting my fall decor together. It's taking me a little longer than I would like to because just craziness is happening. So, anyways, I didn't want to do a very long one tonight because I need to go to bed. And some of the subjects that I've been wanting to kind of talk about are a little bit longer. So today I actually, I was thinking about how there's so much going on in the world right now that's just awful. Um, for future people that may be watching this, this is very close to, we just had the shootings in Vegas, and it's really hard. I have family that lives there. I have some really good friends that are there. And I spent a good chunk of the morning worried about them because I wanted to make sure that they were all okay. So there's a lot of just negative stuff going on right now in the world. And life tends to get crazy. And when there's outside negative stuff, it just kind of makes all the craziness of life even more crazy. So one of the things that I have been trying to do, which is another reason why I've started putting together a vlog, is I'm trying to learn how to see the positive in things. I was pouring my tea tonight. I happened to look at the saying on the tea bag, and it's a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it says, "The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn." And it kind of is a little bit perfect for me right now because I have been trying to figure out how in my life I can be that acorn. And I've always been a very firm believer of you get back what you put out. So if you are spewing negative things and negativeness, that's what's going to come back to you. And really, if you are trying super hard to put positive out there and love and empathy and caring and kindness, that's what you will be getting back. And I've actually been very fortunate in my life that I have received a lot of that. I've had my struggles with a lot of things, whole nother entry. So that is what I'm trying to do right now, is kind of trying to be the acorn and plant a forest. So anyways, for those of you that don't know what I do, I work with teenagers and tweens. And this year there are 38 on our team. It's a pretty big year for us. I have girls and boys. And some people would say it's a blessing and a curse to work with that age. Teens are emotional. They're growing. They're changing. Their hormones are kicking in and making their moods go all over the place. But I love working with teens. I really do. I have 2 teens in my house. I've kind of always loved working with teens. I work with little ones too. Teens have actually kind of been my favorite. And I don't know if it's because a lot of times they have really interesting questions and topics of conversation that come up that sometimes shock me. And I really enjoy hearing from them and talking with them and getting their opinion on things and being one of those positive people in their lives. Because, I mean, let's face it, they are the generation that's coming up. They're going to be changing the world. I fully believe this next generation is the one that is going to really make some drastic changes in this world for the good. And they're also going to be the ones picking out all of our rest homes. So they're taking care of us when we are old. So we have to be nice to our teens. Anyways, I'm trying to really find how I, as a person, can teach them and guide them on how to be their own acorn, to plant a forest. And a lot of times, especially conversations with my own children, I'm amazed at some of the things that they come up with of how they can make a difference and make a positive change in the world. And it sometimes just really blows my mind of things that they say I would never have thought of saying. I'm even trying to think of some examples, but it's midnight. My brain is a little fried. But wanted to get a vlog out there, get a little bit of positive stuff going, encourage everybody. If everybody just tries to be a little acorn of just happiness and kindness and show compassion to people, I think it would make a huge difference and really go a long way in spreading it to the rest of the world. One of the things that kind of struck me recently, I have a lot of alumni from my team that I'm still in contact with. In fact, I would say out of all of the dancers and kids that I've watched grow into adults, probably about 95% of them I actually still have contact with because of social media, and specifically Facebook, which is one of the reasons why I love Facebook. There's a small percentage that I've kind of lost track of over the years, and watching what they're doing with their lives and their children and watching them as parents is fabulous, because I got to see them grow up. I got to see them start from, some of them 3 years old or younger, and watch them grow into these amazing adults. And I look at them, I still see the little tiny 3-year-old or 5-year-old or their teen years. Some of them were a little difficult when they were teens, but you love them anyways. And they always grow up and they always come back around. And it's kind of interesting to see how some of the ones that I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen to them when they get older, they have blown my mind. They have completely become successful adults. They are, a lot of them work with kids on their own and have kids, and they're amazing. I mean, really, honestly, I can say that I'm really proud of all of these kiddos that I got to be a part of their journey. Um, a lot of them now have their little ones that are coming into the dance studio, and that's always really fun. I have, this year I have my first second generation troop member. I'm making a total big deal about it because it's like a way big deal to me that I have my first one. And my own daughter is actually getting to teach some of the little babies of my dancer babies. And it's really fun to watch. I actually got to watch both my daughters today. We were subbing for a couple teachers that had to be out. And I let my oldest, who's 16, be in charge of the class. She's been teaching for a couple years now, and she was assisting before that. And she really is great with the little ones. She really kind of has a way with them. She's always been very, very quiet as a child growing up. And she really just kind of comes out of her shell with them. I was watching her today, and she just amazes me. And my youngest was the assistant and demonstrator today for the very first time. And she just like popped into action, and she's already a natural born leader. This one is, she's going to rule the world someday. I'm going to live with her when I'm old. Of course, when you're old, you can kind of get back for all those years of when they were not so easy to live with. So I'm going to leave all the lights on in the house, just so she knows. Letting her know right now, I'm going to leave on all the lights in the house, and I'm going to always complain that there's never any food in the house that is good, even though I'm probably the one that did the grocery shopping. By the time we get home, the food is not good anymore, and that she doesn't love me enough to feed me. So I will be doing that to her when she's older. Anyway, so I got to sit back today and really watch and be amazed and so proud. And I'm really excited to kind of see where they go from here. So I actually have a really funny story to tell you. It's something that actually happened tonight in the house. My youngest, we had tacos. It's not Tuesday though, but we did find out, however, that it actually is National Taco Day or International Taco Day. Anyways, we celebrate tacos today, and I happen to have tacos on the menu. And my youngest, who's 13, she'd finished hers, and she was still hungry, so she wanted just a bowl of rice. And she loves butter and Parmesan cheese. And she'll put butter and Parmesan cheese on pretty much anything. So I was getting up and heading into the kitchen, and she had a really long day today dancing. And so she was really tired. And so she asked me, "Mom, please, can you just bring me a bowl of rice?" And I was like, "Well, okay. Do you want butter and Parmesan on it?" And she's like, "More than is socially acceptable." So I had to guess at how much was socially acceptable to have. So needless to say, I brought her rice with her socially unacceptable butter and Parmesan. It was an obscene amount, really, it was. Anyways, so just a little funny story to kind of bring a little bit more positive. Hopefully get your day started. My day is now ending. So I'm going to say goodnight, but hopefully you have a wonderful day. I will be back soon, and I will try to keep being the acorn. Everybody else try to be an acorn too. And I'll talk to you soon.